smoke some, bitch. You keep my name out your mouth, you don't wonder lashing. Yeah, I know I'm lit. The main attraction, I do this shit for real. Bitch, this ain't no acting. My team counting money, y'all niggas just subtracting me and you. Shoot it out the fuck you gon' do when your ass dead in the dirt. Making mom scream, crying, all hurt. If I get jammed up because you help investigations, hope your fam ready for some separation. Reach out your bloodline, and that's my population. Grown men out here mad, really fucking hating, cause I got my own bag and own occupation. No insight, but the topic of discussion. Musta heard what I do over low-got production. Your hoe mentioned me, now you huffing and puffing. So sensitive, go get a tampon or something. Yeah, I was in the ribs, really all on the muffins. You really ain't about that action, you just out here bluffing. New pack in town, I can't wait to pump it. Heard it speaking on my name like little bitches. Since your mom been out the hood, you never in them trenches. But fuck these niggas, and fuck these hoes. I don't like y'all anyway, cause 30 from the pole. Keep my name out your mouth, you don't want no action. Yeah, I know I'm lit, the main attraction. I do this shit for real, bitch, this ain't no acting. My team counting money, y'all niggas just subtracting me and you. Shoot it out the fuck you gon' do when your ass dead in the dirt. Making mom scream, crying, all hurt. Listen here, bitch, I'm from East Side, where we known for getting bread and don't let shit slide. Probably swerve on your ass when you pass by. Always keep them grips, let them things fly. Balmains on me, with them McQueens. They really mad cause I drip on every scene. Only touch her once, and she's still a fiend. She know I got that work, shit I drill the team. Not my problem, how you feel about it? Ever since a young bitch, I've been real rowdy. What's up with y'all? What's up? Welcome back to Stir the Pot. It's episode 3. Glad to see y'all back. If it's your first episode watching, welcome. Feel free to stop through anytime, you know what I mean? Come holler at me on YouTube, come holler at me on my socials, whatever, you know what I mean? If you ever want to interact or hit me up or give me some topics or something, if you want to get on the show, let me know, you know what I mean? I'm open. I want some co-hosts, some guests, shit like that. But again, welcome to Stir the Pot. I'm the host, Smoke Some.
Smoke.
Repping my boy T back today. Tracy McGrady, you feel me? You see the throwback. You know what I mean? It's official tissue, you know what I mean? You see the Mitchell and Ness on there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Lil John for that. My baby right there. But yeah though, man, like, this episode I'm gonna talk a lot more about sports and shit, you know what I mean? A lot more sports. A little bit of Christmas and shit, you know what I mean? We just passed Christmas. Hopefully y'all enjoyed your holidays. I did. Me and my kids definitely enjoyed it. With my family and shit. And that's what it's really about. Other than the real reason. But we get into that a little later on in the episode. But again, that was my single, Me and You. The only song I had dropped in 2022. The only one. Had to, you know what I mean, get the learning the business, to, you know what I mean? I've been writing like a motherfucker, and I've been recording, I've been making songs, I just didn't drop none. But that's the first thing I'm gonna get into, like my upcoming music and moves I'm gonna make very soon, very shortly, coming up in the first couple weeks of January, actually. First couple weeks of January, I'm dropping a single. Then I'm gonna drop another one the week after. Coming back to back. You know what I mean? I previewed the one on the at the end of the last episode. That's my shit right there. I feel like that's a banger. Everybody that listen to it, they fuck with it, they love it. Said it's a hell of a vibe. I mean, I'm happy that people like the music, you know? So I'm about to drop that soon. It's gonna be on all platforms. Right now, me and you on all platforms. Not on my YouTube. I gotta work on that. But yeah. Then after I'm gonna drop probably like a few singles. I ain't gonna name how many, but I'm gonna drop a few singles. Then I'm gonna drop another mixtape. I mean, it's not gonna be a starter pack, like a volume 2 or no shit like that. It'll be something different. I feel like starter pack served its purpose. That was the beginning of my recording stage, like my recording aspect of the music. I've been rapping for years, freestyling and shit. Like, I really kind of kept it, not really on the low, but I ain't really like, you know what I mean, go rap with nobody and shit like that. Then I had the urge, I'm like, man, fuck it, I want to record. And that's what I went and did. So, you know what I mean? And I love it. I love it. But I feel like starter pack, especially for somebody just starting off recording 17 songs. I mean, they ain't nothing like, you know what I'm saying? For a mixtape, they ain't nothing like. And where I started off at and where I ended up at by the end of that, huge difference. Huge difference. I'm proud of myself. And shout out the motherfucking Lil Guy the producer. Shout out the Lil Guy the producer. Shout out Chapo. Shout out Shotgun. Shout out Sav. I mean, good look. Shout out HA for jumping on that shit, showing love, giving me some verses and shit. Y'all already know it's up for y'all, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know that. But we definitely gotta get back on our grind. We gotta get back in that stew, drop some more shit. This motherfucking planes is busy tonight. But yeah, man, I got a lot of shit that I'm ready to drop at the beginning of the year. I think y'all gonna love it. I think y'all gonna love it for real. I love it. So, got 4 that's ready now. Ready to go. Just waiting. Not even waiting, I'm just waiting for a good time. Drop them shits, which will be in a few weeks. And run that shit up for me. Like, anybody that listens to any of my shit, I appreciate it. Again, Smokesum, SMOKESUM, on all platforms. Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify, Tidal, whatever the fuck you listen to your music on, I'm on there. YouTube, I'm on there too. SoundCloud, starter pack is on there, not nothing else. I gotta work on that. But yeah. About to start doing some shows. Can't fucking wait, man. Can't wait. Just need some confirmations and then we in there. I feel like it's gonna be a hell of a year. Not just for me, but anybody that's on my team. I feel like it's gonna be a hell of a year. Hell of a year. And I'm still building that. And I know that shit gonna come through. I'm just making sure it's genuine. Everybody wanna play their role, do what they gotta do. And we could all eat, man. I ain't just doing nothing for myself. Of course, I'm doing it for my kids and my family, but I want us all to eat. Y'all can eat, why not? So we gotta get on our grind. But you gotta take that motherfucking step. So, I feel like I'm about to have a real nice year this year with the music, 2023. So yeah, let's go into the next topic. I want to talk about like the best runs of dominance for rappers. And when I say that, I'm talking about rappers from all different eras. I'm saying who I feel as though had the best runs of like the time of their era, at their peak, when nobody couldn't fuck with them and it was just them on top. And then I'm gonna say who I feel like just had the best run, period, like out of all the rappers at all. So I'm gonna start off from where, I started listening to it 7, 8 years old, like, and understanding a lot of it. That's early 90s. It's Big, Pac, Nas. Busta Rhymes, all them niggas. Like, again, I was young as hell. I ain't really know too much about all that. But as I got older, I went back and was listening to it. So I feel like Biggie probably was the king of that era. But then again, I can't say Biggie because Pac following was ridiculous. That nigga his following was ridiculous. So I feel like that one is a tie between Big and Pac in that era. Now we go right after them, literally right after them, a few years after both of them passed. It was wide open in the rap game. It was wide open. And I feel like around 98, 99, 2000, Hov took over. I feel like Hov took over for them summers. Not just him, Rockefeller in general. I feel like they took over. Like, he just was doing his fucking thing. He been nice from the beginning to me, from Reasonable Doubt. But again, I never listened to Reasonable Doubt until I was a little bit older. I heard Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, all that shit. Yeah. Then Blueprint was like the icing on the cake. Then the Blueprint, like, all that shit was fire. I feel like Blueprint was a classic. Like, Nas had dropped one of the hardest diss songs ever. And that shit ain't do nothing. That nigga album dropped, Blueprint dropped the same day as 9/11. That nigga shit still so crazy. So that's how you know his shit was, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I feel like he was like at the top. And not that for a long time. Until I feel like from then, from 98, 99 on, I feel like he was the best rapper and he was on top of everything until he retired. I'm trying to think of like a time that he had like really missed. He ain't never really missed on none of his albums, and he was putting out studio albums. He put out a few mixtapes, like Rockefeller mixtapes, but he was making motherfuckers pay for them shits. You gonna get these albums, nigga. Joint albums, all that shit, like. That Best of Both Worlds, that shit was crazy. So, I feel like, yeah, we was going dumb. I had shit on lock. Like, he even lasted. Then 50 even came around. 50 came around, he came out. 50 was on fire. And Hov was still the man. 50 had put out a diamond album. Hov was still the fucking man, though. Like, Eminem was doing crazy numbers. Nelly was doing crazy numbers. Then they motherfuckers died down, so that motherfucker kept going. During the decline of nobody buying CDs and all that shit, his shit was still selling. You know what I mean? So hats off to Hov. I feel like he had the longest run of being like the best, or if not the absolute best, I'm 1A or number 2. But he had his dominance, at least 5 years, 5, 6 summers, like he was that nigga. Then the next person I feel like had like dominant, crazy run. Crazy.
Lil Wayne. Like, you couldn't go from, let me see, what was that, like 07, 08, and on, you couldn't go nowhere without hearing Lil Wayne. You could be playing Lil Wayne shit, somebody ride by, blasting the shit. 2 cars ride by at the same time, they both blasting shit. Let alone they blasting different songs, they blasting different mixtapes, like, or album. Blasting all different shit, because he had so much work in it. Everything was fire. If he put out bullshit, you ain't even get to hear it, because it was so much fire shit that he had out. Had like 77 songs in 1 year on the top, in the top 100 of a lot of lists. Like, that is nuts. That's crazy. I never heard of no shit like that. I don't think that'll ever happen ever again. Like, he was taking people's songs and making them shits theirs, to the point where you be like, damn, I didn't even know that was that person's song. Like, he put me on to people from taking their song. What was that dedication to? With that, This Is What I Call Her. I never listened to Lil Brother before. I never heard of him. I listened to that song. I found out, oh, okay, that's their song. Oh, let me listen to that song. Now I listen to their shit because Wayne done took their fucking beat and demolished it. I mean, the motherfucker was going crazy. It was to the point where Hov was he even said the shit in his song. Like, I'm about to send this to the mixtape, Weezy. Like, he was just going nuts. There was nothing nobody could do about nothing. Like, he was just the fucking man. Like, the shit he was saying was crazy. The Upgrade You freestyle, nuts. Sky's the Limit, nuts. Like, some of his album shit, like, not some, like, he just couldn't miss. The motherfucker was just going crazy. Like, so I feel like he might not have had as long of a run as Hov, but he damn near put out the same amount of songs in that span of time. So Hov had got a lot of studio albums. But Wayne had put out in over like 1 year, let alone 2 years, and like a 3-year span. He put out so many fucking songs, like, man, it was fire. I think he helped Jay-Z come out of retirement. He's like, nah, this motherfucker is going crazy. I can't let this motherfucker do this shit. Like, yeah, man. And there was a lot of dope rappers out during that time too, but no matter who you listen to, at some point throughout the day, you was listening to Wayne. You was listening to Weezy whether you wanted to or not. My grandma knew who Lil Wayne was because everybody was playing it. Like, she can't stand his ass, but she knew who it was. Like, that motherfucker, he just was somewhere else with it, way far ahead of his time. Couldn't tell he was from the water. He didn't care where your beat was from or what type of style you had on. He was gonna take your shit and make it his. I still remember more of his shit. I still, like, I remember a lot of music. I heard it 1 or 2 times. I remember that shit. But I can still recite his shit like it just came out yesterday. Motherfucker was crazy. Crazy. Now that leave me in. Well, no, wait. Again, Weezy, to me, had the best run ever. Ever. Out of any rapper. We can argue about it. Holla at me. I don't care. We can talk about it on the internet, Twitter, whatever. I don't care. You couldn't go nowhere without hearing Wayne. Nowhere. But I take that to my next topic. Now, this is my opinion. I'm cool. I'm already know there's some people on my shit that some people don't have on there. I don't care. I mean, your list is your list. This is my opinion of my top 5. I want to say my top 5 favorite rappers. It's kind of hard for me. And then I already know people, you made that shit kind of easy. But I'm saying this out of the people that I listen to, that I put their shit on and I can relate to it, feel that shit, like, understand it. And no, I ain't never sold bricks or none of that shit. I did some, but I ain't never sold no bricks or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But again, certain shit come on, and it's just like, damn, like that shit, you can feel that shit, you can relate to it, or you see the shit going on, so, or you know what I mean, or you dealing with the shit, so and it's not in no order or nothing like that, but this is my top 5 favorite rappers. I can't say who is my GOAT, and there's no slight to my other 4, my top 5, but my GOAT though, even though I said Wayne had the best run ever, my GOAT is Hov, JC. The man is 50-something years old, still rapping better than a lot of niggas. I mean, motherfucker been around forever. Still rapping. I'm not even talking about his contributions or the label or no shit like that. I'm just saying of rapping. And again, this is my top 5. So I got Hov as my GOAT. Then of course Weezy number 2. And I feel like even though my next one, he ain't have a lot of work because, you know, he passed. A shot, but I feel like his bars and shit was just different and way ahead of his time. So I'm gonna go big. Then my next 2, they kind of like, they really should belong in one slot, but they separate and they different rappers of their own. But I listened to a lot of their shit, and the first one that really got me into like listening to rap crazy, Jada. Jada's in my top 5. I remember my cousin, I'm in the car with my cousin, young boy, he taking me to get my haircut and shit. I'm young as fuck. It got Jada on. I'm like, who is this? Like, this shit, like I'd heard of him, but I'm like, damn, I never really got to listen to too much of him. After that, it was over. I started listening to everything after that, but Jada, that motherfucker. Like, I can't think of a time, even on bad beats, or on like somebody else's song and it was a bad song, but he get on his verse and he don't fuck up. I can't remember a time where he fucked up. Like, now I'm not gonna sit here and say he made the greatest songs ever on his solo shit. No, I'm not gonna say that. But he don't really miss on his verses. Like, and then the shit he did to my boys, Dipset at the Garden, it just wasn't right. That nigga was going crazy. It was going crazy. Then my next and last but not least, and again, it's not no order, it's just mine, I'm saying Styles. If you listen to Styles, then you understand where I'm gonna come from. You put that nigga on, he take you somewhere else. Take you somewhere else. Take you somewhere else. And it's been times where I've been walking down the street, I'm spitting some shit. A nigga hear me spitting and that he's spitting and shit too. Like, cause motherfuckers can relate. And he just put you in that zone, man. He just put you there. His mixtapes used to be fucking crazy. Mixtapes used to be crazy. That's my favorites though. Like, I still listen to all of them. Now, I do got honorable mention. Shout out my boy Fab. Fucks with Fab heavy. Yeah, my top 10 favorite. For sure. But if you want to chime in and tell me your top 5 favorite, do it in the comments or hit me up on my socials, whatever. I'm open to a discussion, you know what I mean? I like to hear other people, the people who I like to hear who other people listen to too. I love music. I love rap. I love R&B. I listen to classical music. I love the sound of a piano, and I love to hear somebody sing. Like, I love to hear the sound of a woman singing. I get something about like that shit. It just sound good. It just sound like, I love it. And that lead me into my next topic. R&B. What happened to it? It used to be great. I listen to some other do R&B. But the new shit don't got nothing on the old shit. Like the 90s and 2000s, it don't got nothing on that shit. Everything about the same thing. I mean, not everything. I listen to some people, but I feel like the older R&B is just a little bit better. You know what I mean? It's a couple, I ain't gonna cap though, it's a couple songs that's out now that got me in the chokehold. One of them is a remake, that song Over. What's his name, Lucky Day or something? That shit got me in the chokehold. I love that song. That shit got me in the chokehold. That's my shit. For real. But yeah, man, I love R&B. I can't listen to rap all the time. I love rap, but I can't listen to it all the time. I gotta be able to switch it up. Like, I mean, I feel like I got a dope ass R&B playlist, especially my joint that's on my Spotify. I feel like that's a dope joint. Like, you gotta have a mixture. You know what I mean? Yeah, your brain something else. You can listen to all whatever. Like, if it's a good song, I'ma fuck with it. But yeah, I love some R&B too. You know what I mean? Don't expect me to make no R&B songs or no shit like that. Nah, my singing days is done. That shit from back in the day. Good off of that. But I do want to make some songs with some R&B people though. Like, for real. I think that'd be dope. For real. Like, I like shit like that. Like, it's this one song, I don't know her personally or nothing. I just happened to hear the song, somebody put me on it, and I love that song. I believe her name is Lola. I think she might be from Camden, I'm not sure. I think she is, or is she from the area or something? That song dope right there. I don't know how that shit not getting spins on the radio or something. That shit dope. I think it's called Real. That song hard. Like, she did her thing with that shit. Then my cousin, Anani J, she got a song that's out. It's been out for a while. That song is so dope. I'm trying to make a remake to that joint. Like, what's up? Cause I need to know. Let me know. Let me know if I can do something with that. I'm trying to do something on there. That shit dope too though. Both of them songs right there, I love them songs. If y'all know some local R&B artists that got music out, please let me know. I like new music. I like to listen to new people. Like, I used to be mainstream all the time. Now I like to listen to people that's not just mainstream no more. Cause shit, you might like the music. Hopefully somebody listen to my shit like it. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Gotta have that good R&B playlist. Like, you can't drill music your girl to death. Like, gotta have some type of player shit to put on, like something, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can let that R&B just do the talking for you. Yeah, I mean, you can let that R&B do the talking for you. Shout out to my toxic brother, Tory Lanez, man. That nigga about to do some time. We ain't gonna have no more of that good toxic music. It's fucked up, but I ain't even gonna dig into that. Nope. But yeah, man, you gotta have that music, that R&B to just let it talk for you, set the mood and shit. It don't make you soft. It's alright, my niggas. It's just music. It's just music. Don't worry about it. The way they gonna love it. They go, oh, this nigga listen to R&B. Oh, all right. I ain't saying you gotta listen to it all day. I'm just switch it up sometime. Have different stuff different shit that you listen to, man. So let's get it back. Let's get into some sports now. Let's get into the sports. As you know, if you've watched the first few episodes, or if you follow me on social media or whatever, you know I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm a fucking Cowboys fan for life. That shit'll never change. And yeah, this weekend, we just beat the Eagles. It was a close game. It actually was a real good game. Very good game. Very, very good game. Closer than I wanted to be, but fuck it. We got the win. I don't care. A win is a win. A win is better than a loss. It's funny because my son, I don't know how, my son mine got corrupted at school. Because the Eagles won the Super Bowl a few years ago, so for some reason my son is an Eagles fan. I don't understand it. But he tried to flip on y'all this week, and I'm like, nah, you can't come over here. You stay an Eagles fan. Fuck that. He was talking hella shit at the beginning of the game. It was up. Like, nah, fuck that. You gotta stay over there, my guy.
He needs some milk.
We'll watch you on this side. Stay over there. Plus, I gotta teach you to be loyal to your football team. You know what I mean? Basketball might be a little different, but football, you never change that shit. You never change your football team, ever. I don't know too many people that's done it. But, yeah, back to that, you know what I mean, that dub that we got. Yes, we beat the backup. So what? You still got to go out there and play the game. They beat our backup in, what was that, week 5? Nobody said nothing. Every Eagles fan I've talked to, that's the first thing. Oh, y'all beat our backup. It ain't like our backup had 3 wins under his belt. Gardner Minshew ain't no bum. He was balling in Jacksonville. They benched him. They got rid of him because they wanted Trevor Lawrence to do his thing. Gardner Minshew ain't no bum. He probably gonna be starting somewhere next year. Honestly. He fucking around be starting somewhere next year. So I don't hear the bullshit at all. Because y'all played a terrible game, and we played a terrible game. We just happened to get the dub. Oh, we had 4 turnovers, and we still almost won. Almost don't mean shit. Dak just got for some reason, he has a great record against the Eagles. He's 8-3 now. 8-3 against them. He can play. But see, this is the thing. I hope we get to see them in the conference championship game. I hope we get to see the Eagles in the conference championship game. Hurts, hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully Dak healthy, and we get to see who the fuck come out on top. That's what I hope to see. Hope it's in Philly because I'm fucking going. Well, if they get to that point, it will be. That's if the Eagles win the fuck out. They gotta win out. I don't know when Jalen Hurts come back. But they got to keep winning them games. If they lose these 2 games and we win these 2, we take that #1 spot. That's not a good look. But anyway, for that sake, I hope they do win another game, and I hope they get home field. So if it's a conference championship game, I ain't gotta take my ass to Texas. I mean, I can see that shit right in Philly. I would love that. Both teams healthy, we need to see that. I want to see both teams healthy, ball out in the playoffs, see who wins. Hopefully it's to go to the Super Bowl. But yeah, gotta love that win, you know what I mean? Oh, y'all needed it. It'd be so funny because I don't never be complaining when we lose. We lost. Fuck, am I gonna say it's nothing I guess we lost? Like, you know what I mean? When you lose, you lose. It's all right. It's only their second loss. Y'all be okay. That's y'all a little nervous. I mean, Jalen Hurts is definitely important to the team. He probably the front runner for MVP right now. Him and Mahomes. So he been having a good season. Yes, man. I might hate the Eagles, but he's a hell of a player. I liked him at Alabama. And when he was at Oklahoma, he was balling in. So, I mean, he ain't no slouch. He ain't no slouch. I'm glad my boy got his shit together. Stopped throwing all them picks. He threw one early, but he came through for the rest of the game. Yeah. But yeah, I think we got a good shot going into the next topic. I think it's either going to be the Eagles, Cowboys, or the Niners to come out of the NFC. I feel like we can take it. You can call me biased. I feel like we can take it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we can win this shit. I feel like no matter which team, who we go up against, I feel like we can win this shit. This defense travels. Even though that secondary be looking suspect like a motherfucker. Suspect. But I feel like we can take this shit, man. Because we can get to that quarterback. We can put pressure on him. Make him do shit he don't normally do. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just definitely gotta get better with that run pass option if Hurts is back. Cause that shit was kicking our ass that first game. But yeah, and then who we got on the AFC? Fucking the Bills or the Chiefs. I feel like they the top two that can get to the Super Bowl. Of course, we don't know because they gotta play the games. So, but I feel like it might be like. I feel like the Bills might be able to get one this year, or get to the Super Bowl this year. But I think the team on the NFC is going to come out. I honestly feel like it's either going to be the Cowboys or the Eagles or the Niners. They all got weapons. Whenever the defense is focused and locked in, they can, you know what I mean? But, and it's towards the end of the season, so a lot of people is tired and hurt. But I feel like, of course, I feel like my team can take this shit. And I don't say that every year, but I feel like we can take it. Looking at the landscape of the league and our team, I feel like we built for it this year. For real. As long as everybody can stay healthy, I feel like we built for it. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna see though. We gonna see. For the next topic, college football playoff. It's coming up. It's coming up this weekend. Let's start off. I feel like Georgia's the favorite. I know they got Ohio State first game, and then Michigan got TCU, but I feel like Ohio State is a hell of a team, but I don't think they're going to beat Georgia. I think Georgia's going to take that shit. And I think Michigan probably most likely going to beat TCU. And then in the championship, I feel like Georgia gonna take that. They just dominant. I mean, they smack you in the mouth. And if you ain't ready to brawl, they just gonna keep smack you in the mouth. And the motherfuckers, they don't fuck around, man. They get them points, drop that shit on you. And they deep as hell. I mean, every team that's there down is deep as hell. And TCU, they there. That's major. TCU is there. It feels funny with Alabama not being there, but they had a couple losses. So I know Nick Saban ain't feeling that shit. I know he ain't feeling that. But yeah, I feel like Georgia will take that. They got it. I feel like they got that shit. I feel like they gonna take it, and I don't think it's gonna be too hard for them. That's why I put my money on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't advise nobody to do nothing. I don't say, oh yeah, you fucked my bet up. Nope. But that's why I put my money on. You know what I'm saying? Taking Georgia. It's funny, right? So I'm watching the last episode. I see how my eyes looked at the beginning, and then by the end, my shit was like, shut. Wide, but they wide open though. Motherfuckers was looking like, called 2 jabs straight to the eyes. So, yeah. But yeah, college football is crazy right now. I'm happy for the players, because now they can, I mean, I don't know how it's going, but I know they can make money. They get endorsements and all that shit now and make money, and it's not a problem with people paying them to do shit now. So I'm happy for that, for that part. Like, I didn't play college football. My dad did. He used to tell me, like, how that shit is. Like, during the season, you know what I mean? They love you. Season over. Like, what the fuck you gonna do? Like, so I'm glad that the players can make money and shit now. That's definitely dope. The NIL, that's definitely dope. College football is crazy right now. I feel like it's revamping. I feel like Deion helped that out a lot. And let's go into my next topic. Prime time, Deion Sanders. I feel like he been getting a lot of criticism for leaving Jackson State, but it's like, why are people mad? Like, ain't you supposed to progress? Like, he did a lot, not just for that school. He did a lot for the conference, for the other schools. Like, he got them a good-ass TV deal. He brought in better recruits, not just for his team, but for other teams too. Like, now Ed Reed is going to that division. Ed Reed probably never would have went if Deion ain't go coach out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, Ed Reed's going to HBCU. Like, I feel like that's a Deion effect. Then not to mention his allegations of people were stealing from him, vandalizing shit. They ain't taking care of the team. They ain't put the team budget up no more, even though they made way more money since the team been better. Like, that's a lot of stuff you gotta consider. Like, man, got that school undefeated. He got them crazy TV deals, hella, like, a lot of shit. It wasn't happening before he got there. And it's not just for his team. All the teams in the conference, all HBCUs been getting a whole lot more looks since. Not to say it wasn't already talent there, but now they're getting top recruits. Like, and I'm happy for him now that he going to, you know what I mean, Colorado. Because I want to see if he can be able to do the same thing there that he did there. Like, he turned that team around fast. I think, like, the first season, they had it wasn't that great. They was good, but they wasn't that great. Then that second season, and then this, like, come on, like, look at the progression. So I hope he get to do the same thing in Colorado. And now with the transfer portal, and everybody want to play for him. And he's at a regular, I don't mean to say regular Division I school, but you know what I mean. The budget is different in those schools. I want to see what he gonna do. But you can't be mad at somebody for moving on, even if none of that other shit is true. You can't be mad for somebody moving on. I mean, he did a lot for them. A lot. And now he moving on to something better. Tip your cap. That's all. That's like the world being mad at you because you went to a better job with better pay. All y'all niggas is hate. Like, come on. And it ain't like he just went there for a year and bounced. Nah, he built the program up. Built the conference up. Got the TV deal. All that. Like, come on, that's major. That wasn't happening before then. So, man, I can't wait to see what you do. All right, that's enough on that. I'm gonna talk about the NBA standings and who I feel like gonna win a championship this year. And it's very early. We didn't get the All-Star break, but who I'm thinking is favorites right now. And see, who I felt like was favorites, and I seen the last couple of games for one of the teams. I felt like the Grizzlies was a top 5 favorite. But after I saw what the Warriors did to them the other night without Steph Curry, and then what happened to them with the Suns right after, I don't know. And again, that's just one game. You got to win 4 in the playoffs. But I don't know. I'm shaky on them right now. I feel like if they can get it together, like, they probably just need a little bit more chemistry. Because their starting 5 that they want to run with haven't played that many games together. Because somebody always been hurt. So there's only been a few games that they played. So I don't know. But then I feel like my team, the Pelicans, I feel like we got a shot too. We haven't been completely healthy all season. Brandon Ingram ain't even been playing. So when he come back, that's even more. We number 2 right now in the West. We number 2 in the West right now. We had to play in the play-in last year. My boy Zion, tonight, he willed that win. He dropped 40. He willed that win. Game close at the end. Just like the last time I made the episode 2. Game close towards the end. He get a steal, boom. Go down, dunk. Another stop. Bucket. Free throws. He scored the last 14 points with the squad. So he want that shit. You want that shit. Excuse me. I'm still not sold on the on the Nuggets. And then the Warriors, they got me confused because they got the best home record, but one of the worst road records. Like, they're not even at 500 right now. And they ain't been healthy, but I don't know. Like, I mean, if they can make it to the playoffs, they could. But you know that health is so important in the NBA. And then Luka, what the fuck? Luka, the fuck? 60, 21, and 10. Like, that shit I be doing on 2K. This motherfucker is doing amazing shit. Then he shoots a brick on purpose. Somehow the ball get back to his hand and he tipped the bitch in since the overtime. And then they win the game. He keep doing shit like that, they gonna have to give him the MVP. They gonna have to. I don't think that they can win the championship with the way their team is constructed right now because it's too much just him. He gonna run out of gas. So, but he keep the ball in his hand. So I don't know. They gotta figure something out. They gotta get somebody else to really help that man because you got 60, 21, and 10, and you gotta go to overtime. That shit, damn. Like, yeah, that's nuts. But then you got the Eastern Conference. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, man. The Celtics, they look like they on a mission. They're looking like they on a mission. For real. Them young boys doing their thing, they balling. And of course, you still got Giannis. I mean, the Celtics dug in their ass the other night. Tatum put him on the poster and all that shit, but you can't count them niggas out. Again, because you got it all depends on health, who's healthy. But if everybody healthy, I don't know. Them Celtics, I don't know. But then again, you still got the Sixers. They starting to get on the roll, but they still inconsistent. And then you got the Nets. Since Kyrie came back, they've been on a tear. Like, they out there, they looking good. Ain't really lost no games since he been back. And that's dangerous. And Ben Simmons starting to get back into, you know what I mean, his form. He's scoring a little bit, playing defense, making plays, playing defense, you know what I mean? He doing his thing. What he can do. So, but then again, I don't feel like Claxton. I feel like they need another big man that's going to be able to consistently grab them boards. Because KD will get boards, but he not contending for rebounds with Giannis. Not all game. You can't put KD on Giannis. All game. It's going to be taxing on his body. I love KD to death, but that's going to be taxing. That's a lot of person to deal with. Unless he coming straight at you, nonstop. So they wouldn't even put that assignment on KD. Anyway, but yeah, man. So it's kind of up right now. Ain't nobody really standing out too much. The Celtics is looking good though. They looking real good. So, and it's not just the 1-2. It's everybody on the team, and that's the thing about the top teams that I feel like can win the chip. It's not one or two people, it's everybody on the team. Like even with the Grizzlies, when they on and they balling, everybody on the team doing their thing. With the Pelicans, everybody on the team doing their thing. The young boys, Trey Murphy, Dyson, Daniel, them, Alvarado, Najee Marshall, like the youngins, and of course we got CJ McCollum, you know what I mean? They doing, it's a lot to deal with, man. You gotta be able to guard 1 through 5. And Valanciunas been putting in work too. So the teams that's like that, I feel like they got the best shot at getting to the chip this year. So I don't got no clear cut, oh, they gonna win. It's too early for that. But out of the teams that's balling right now, that's what I feel like it's them, those teams. And I can't count the Warriors out. As long as they get to the playoffs, they're dangerous. Especially if they healthy. Shit, Clay wasn't even all the way healthy last year and they still won the chip. So, I don't know. What's next? So after that, now it's just there's a wrap up, you know what I mean? It's just Christmas just passed, New Year's is coming up this weekend. Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas with their families. Hopefully everybody got everything they wanted or things you wanted or whatever. Maybe it might have been a house, an apartment, a car, whatever, a job. Hopefully everybody got everything they wanted. Hopefully your kids is happy. I mean, most likely if you celebrate Christmas, you probably, not probably, but you know, you might be a Christian faith or whatever, I don't know. But hopefully, I mean, you try to explain to them what's the real meaning behind Christmas and all that. I try to do that with my kids. If you don't, I mean, that's fine too. I mean, everything not for everybody. And I feel like you can't force everything on people, so. But yeah, man. We're about to be in 2023. 2023, like, that's crazy. I'm thankful that I'm almost there. Hopefully there's many more. Not just for me, for y'all too. Everybody watching. Yeah, man. Just try to go into the next year and just do your thing. Like, do your thing. Do everything that you thought that you couldn't do. Go do that shit. Only person that's gonna stop you is you. Don't worry about what nobody think, what nobody say. None of that. I don't care if people are, oh, you crazy, you drunk. Yeah, I am, because I'm trying to do something that you don't know nothing about, that you don't know what it is or what it takes to do, so you don't understand. And just grind. Never know what might happen. And also educate yourself on whatever it is that you're doing, so that way you know what you're doing. You're not just blind. But don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you can't do this, you can't. You don't know what you can do until you try. You know what I'm saying? Stuff don't be as hard as you think. You just gotta put your mind to it. And just be mindful, man. Watch out for these folks out here. Nobody be with it when the shit not popping or whatever, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning. But then when that shit get lit, everybody gonna be acting like they was there from the rip. So, you know, watch out for the motherfuckers that close to you with the fake love and all that shit. It's around. Just be mindful. I mean, it's genuine people in a lot of people's life, but just watch out. Protect yourself and your energy and your ideas. But ball out, man. Ball out. Go do something that everybody think crazy. Fuck it. You don't get to live one of these. Enjoy it to the fullest. But that's it. That's it from me for this episode 3. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you for watching. And I'm about to put a clip on my other song, Kappas. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. See y'all next time.
Really give a fuck, yeah, I'm the one. We ain't cappers, but we steppin'. Better call a reverend. Something like NASA, cause we send them through the heavens. Keep me a 9, not a Mac 11. And I ain't gotta say it, you know Eastside what I'm reppin'.